What's up? Hey y'all, today I'm gonna show you guys how I revamped my plaits and turned them into goddess plaits. So this is what I started with. These are my large size plaits, and I used about 15 bags of Kanekalon hair for these. But what you're gonna need: scissors and a crochet needle, nail or super glue, rods, and 2 bags of Freetress crochet hair. You can pick your own curl, but I use go-go curl because I really like the way the curl is. It's like a mid curl and a wave. So you want to find a spot on your head where you feel comfortable starting these off, because you want to get your hands used to actually crocheting the hair in. So I chose my right side, which is my dominant side, and I'm going to start crocheting the hair in just a second. So you basically want to measure first where you want the hair to fall before you crochet it in. That way you know where you want to put your knot. If you notice, when I pull the Freetress crochet hair, it actually slides through my braid. So to prevent that, I actually put the hair together after I adjusted it lengthwise and added a small drop of super glue. And this just holds my curl and keeps it from sliding in and out of my braid and tangling with the other curls. And on to the next one. So I did grab 2 bags of the crochet hair, and I grabbed one longer than the other because if you can see, it is shorter than my braids. For the next couple of rows, I actually measured where I want my curl to fall before I crocheted it in. And it's okay if you have a smaller curl at the top or a smaller piece at the top if it's uneven. That just adds a little bit of dimension and it won't look so flat. And even though it is uneven, you still want to add your glue because you don't want any of your curls slipping and sliding through your braids. Once you reach the halfway mark, you want to flip your hair and repeat the same steps on the other side. But I'm going to fast forward through this because I'm not sure if it was because it was my opposite side or what. But I started like making the ugliest faces and started flinching and hitting my eyelashes and whatnot. So I'm going to fast forward and show you guys a better look. So this is what it looks like when I've completed both of the front sections. You see a lot of dimension, a lot of shorter and longer curls. But in the back, there are some areas that I can't see. So I didn't really focus on crocheting at the top where the knots are. I decided that it would be best if I crocheted in the middle. That way I can make sure it looks fuller towards the bottom because of my back area. I didn't really crochet down the braids in the front. So in the back areas, I crocheted the hair in the middle of the braids. So when all of the areas are crocheted, this is what you get. It's very pretty, very full. I don't really have to worry about the hair tangling together because they're all separate pieces glued together. And yeah. So with the top so beautiful, we would be wrong to leave the bottom straight. So this is what the bottom looks like now. On my children, I usually don't do curls at the bottom, but I'm an adult, so yeah, I wanted to be fly. So this is how I got my curls on the bottom. Moving the crochet hair out of the way, I grab a couple of the braids, 2 to 3, no more than 3 because you don't want it to be thick, to prepare for the rodding. You're going to grab your Andy rods of choice. I always get the blue rods. These are what I've used since I was a kid. And you're going to pop them open and get it ready to reel it around. I'm not really sure how I learned to put rods on, but you kind of twist as you twist around. One thing you do want to be sure of is that your plaits are all the same length towards the end. Of course, they're all going to be different lengths as you're grabbing them, but as you're wrapping them around your rods, you want to make sure they're pretty even. Once you have them all rodded together, this is what it looks like. You want to go ahead and start separating your crochet hair out of the braids because you don't want to dip your crochet hair when you dip your rods. I'm not sure what other people use. I know back in the old school days, we would just get us a pot, put it on the stove. I started putting it in coffee mugs, and I eventually resorted to just using the coffee pot, or I'll use a tea kettle with a handle on it to not burn myself, because that old school way, honey, if you trip, dip, slip, anything, you got a whole second degree, feel like a third degree burn on you. I've done it before, and you do not want to do that. So be super extremely careful when you're dipping your hair. So if you guys haven't picked up on it already, I am pretty meticulous about everything that I do. So when I remove my rods, I always just clip the little frizzly pieces at the end, because they're ugly and they tangle and I don't like them. So when you remove all your rods, this is what you get on the ends. Of course, it's not all perfect. Like, the crochet curls, when you add it in as you are going, of course, it's a little more accurate. But this was just a revamp on some plaits, and I loved it. So this is what I ended up with in the end. I loved it. Super fly, even though I'm in my onesie. If you like it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want your hair done by me, visit my booking site, stylesy.com/queenlycreations.